Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Player Hater Gaming. My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and game master for tonight's episode, as we will be once again continuing the fantastic adventures of the Tales of the Skytorn. Before we get kicked off into it, go ahead and have a quick couple of announcements for all of you. If you have not done so already, make sure you check out all of our fantastic social platforms where we will be having some content coming down the line very soon. I did hold off on some of it because, as most of you know, our particular court system was having some debate, but I decided to go ahead and continue making and creating, so you will see regularly released content starting this weekend. Those schedules will be with that content as we make sure we give you everything you need to have laughs, fun, and joy. Beyond from that, we have our two Discords. One of them is a little more for just sharing memes, talking life, and being in touch with the community. The other one, however, has a fantastic purpose to which if you want to play D&D or you want to learn how to play D&D and you are comfortable and even eager to learn to do so, or you like to do that on a text-based platform, that would be over on a Discord to which I will not announce because I do not have any proper experience, gusto, authority, grit to bring forth such a fantastic announcement. No, that job is safe for one person. That would be Mr. David. David, why don't you tell us about this other Discord server?
I should not be given that job. That sounds like it's way too much responsibility. I don't know what you've done. The power you've given me. Anyway, back to the subject on
I
hand.
did imagine like the vision meme, like, am I the PR now?
Apparently, I'm the PR guy. Holy shit. So you're new to D&D. You're a veteran in D&D. You're somewhere within the lines of, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I've done this enough times I could probably run a game. Then the server's for you. From newbies to old and played for years upon years, possibly centuries at this point, because we know the fact that there's some wizards out there and necromancers that haven't died yet and kicked the bucket. You have nothing to do during the day? By all means, come join us in a Sherma. You can make a character, be part of the chaos, be part of the fun, enjoy the world of our first Sunday campaign. Get a vibe for how that world actually thrived after the events of our campaign, and get to see how certain things went through. Learn about how the dragons practically nuked everybody whenever they died, and how some countries' doors will always stay closed unless, of course, you decide to do a little task for them. You know, you never know. Maybe it's you bribe a guard or some other nonsense. Who knows? But like I said, if you want to join, have fun, making a new character, first time playing, by all means, doors are open. Join us. I know that I'm going to be running a couple of things throughout the months. Small little quest. Could be a fetch quest. Could be something where you may end up torturing a poor soul who's really a skeleton that's trying to become a boy. I'm sorry, it's not the story of Pinocchio. Yes, it is. But we never know. Who knows what's going to happen with that one? But yeah, that's all the fun and chaos there will be. Join us. But yeah, Brandon, back to you.
Alrighty then. Well, some of you are already popping off with the channel points. I do have them live right now, so each of our players can hold up to a max of 3 help dice. So if you have those juicy channel points, feel free to spend them. Doctor, getting you recorded as well. Getting some love there, bud.
Hey, I don't really need it, actually.
And I'll let that run for a little bit. You know, I don't get a whole lot of time when we get into the session, we get into the game. We do like to make sure we stay focused. We may not address chat as much as I would like to, but I do like to take a few minutes just to let you guys know that we love you all very much. We are super happy to be here and to just be playing this very fun game. And some more love. Just getting all the help dice to Doctor right now. And that's going to drag kicks. Oh, man. Yeah, Miss Eva was not here to spend hers, so she can hang on to her juicy 3.
Oh, another from me. Thank you.
I love the evil laugh. There's nothing worse than a bard giving you the evil laugh because you're like, shit, what spells did they take?
Listen, you told me where we left off. So
I know. I can't wait.
I am so looking forward to it.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Man. But yes, again, I wish we could engage with chat at all times during our sessions, but we do want to make sure we give you a fun game. So we will take this time right now to say thank you very, very much. We do greatly appreciate all the points you spend, all the time you spend here. All of you are fantastic. And to my table, I just want to praise you guys. You are incredible, imaginative, charismatic players. You guys definitely push me to be a better game master, dungeon master, storyteller, whatever term you want to use. You guys make me better because you make me think, because you fuckers take all the spells and just think of all the things. I'm like, well, shit, they did X. I only planned for A, B, C. What do I do? Hey, let's go to break.
That's your fault. Listen,
Yeah.
first of
If you
all, that is
ever-
completely
if you
your
ever
fault
notice
because
we
of the
go on an
fact that
early
you
break, that's when you
said
got me. If we go on an early
You're-
break, that's how you know. Like, oh, let's go to break.
Listen, if I remember correctly, your words were, guys, I want you to play my table, but make sure that you do everything you can to keep throwing me curveballs.
I need it.
You also
gotta-
approved me to play a wizard.
It's true. It's
So-
gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy
Uh-huh.
fun. I will keep the channel points open for just a few more moments, and we're gonna shut them down. My players, do you have anything before we get into this?
Mm.
Any questions that we may have glossed over before I get into
And
the
I nuke your
recap?
chair
Anything?
just in order to make things a little bit chaotic.
I
Oh.
need this chair. I love this chair. No.
That's
Um,
exactly why. You see, if I ruin the
Attracts,
chair,
man.
things will go better for us.
Hey, I got a question.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many DM Banes do you have?
I can hold one. I have
I-
one.
Oh, you can only hold one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he learned his lesson from last time.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
That's fine. He says the fact that he's going to turn off channel points. We all know he can't, that he won't.
They'll forget.
Moment that we
Unless he does
decide
it
he's going
right
to.
now while he's thinking about it.
Damn it all.
And off.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh lord.
Oh no!
It's still 25 subs, right? Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, it
We-
is. Also,
Okay, fine.
for
I'll do it,
everybody to know.
I'll do it. I have to own up to this. I was a part
Yes,
of
you
this.
do.
I'll own
You
up to
do.
it.
You do have to own up to this. You did it to yourself.
Yep.
Those of you who are with
As-
us now, or those of you who may watch
Mhm.
this VOD in a couple of days, be aware that if we get 24 more new subs before we air our Sunday game, I will wear a anime waifu maid outfit.
And he will also
And
say
I'll do
uwu.
the voice.
I better hear the
will.
uwu.
That's just.
We need
you got
25 subs.
No, we got one. We need 24.
I'm sorry. We need 24 more subs. Come on, everybody. Do it. We need it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Since we have a few moments here, let me put something on the. Let me just make something real quick. Give me one moment here. I'm gonna make a thing just for this. Come on now. It hasn't been that long since I've logged into this.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the
So how's
dashboard.
everybody's weeks going so far? We're all getting into D&D, doing D&D stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All of D&D.
Holy
Right.
crap.
Shit.
Look at those new subs.
Oh God,
so-
Kelby was here. Oh no,
So
no,
that's
Kelby, I could no.
4 more subs, folks.
We
4
need
more
more
subs.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know Kelby was here.
I saw him in the early
Kelby.
section.
Oh, that is so good.
Well done, Kelby, well done.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Ah, well
We need
played.
4 more. Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh yeah.
God bless America.
Nobody was spared the gift sub.
Nobody.
That is amazing, and I love it.
Sweet baby Jesus. Okay, because I am not
Oh, there's another
obese.
4.
Oh,
Megan
Megan's
got the
finishing it.
Ah.
Oh, Oh, Megan. Oh, yes. Yes.
Megan,
yes,
Megan,
yes.
chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Well, I was gonna put up a sub goal, but there's no point now.
Nope, there's no
Nope.
point now. How about that maid outfit next
So,
Sunday or Monday?
You already have. So you
Wednesday?
already have it.
I will have to spend this weekend putting it together. It may be
I
it may
wanna
be
hear
a
that,
quick
Lulu.
Walmart run to just go get an apron and wear just the apron.
No.
No, you
No,
have to get,
no.
you have to get cat
Kelby's
ears.
calling me. Hang
You're
on.
doing an anime waifu made up.
I'm
You gotta get
gonna
cat ears and a
have to-
cat tail.
I'm gonna have
Yes.
to take this call.
Uh-oh.
Kelby,
Yeah.
you're on speaker. Kelby?
No. No, Kara. No, Karasu, I did not.
Kelby, can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Kelby, thank you for the gifted subs. You're the best. Jesus.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna.
Scantily clad.
I'm gonna have to go get cat ear. Where do you even get cat Spencer's? I'm gonna have to go to the mall.
You don't even ask. You know where to get them.
In my life, and I'm so ready for it.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to go to Spencer's this weekend. Are you coming with me to Spencer's this weekend?
Yes, Kelby, make sure.
Are you gonna pick it out? All right, what do you work Saturday?
Oh, do it good.
You're off
Hmm.
Saturday? Fuck, that fell between the
Yeah.
lines. All right. Well, then we're going to the gym first. That's my only stipulation. You're gonna come work out with me.
Made outfit.
God, I hate
Yep.
you so much.
Love you. Have a good day.
I love you. I'll see you Saturday. Come work out with me. See how he didn't say yes? He just hung up.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let's play D&D now that that's settled. I'm so excited for this. Can't you tell? No, I'm kidding. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be fantastic.
We are all excited for this.
Can we have a preparatory uwu?
No.
Aw.
Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I'm just flabbergasted now. Somebody else did a
That's
recap.
amazing.
Jim in maid outfit with Kelbs. Jim, I'll tell you right now, Kelby, listen, before we get started, Kelby will not go to the gym with me. I'm going to call him out right now. He won't do it. All right. But in case you do it, Kelby, I'll be in the gym at 8 o'clock Saturday morning.
That's amazing.
There is no such thing as derailments. That
You
is
were
what we
right.
aim
No,
for.
we're going to start now.
You're
We're going to
fine.
start. We got to start. We got to play D&D. This is
Mhm.
what we come here to do.
Oh, crap.
Gym
Kelby actually
selfie
said
if we both
gym
dress up.
selfie if we both dress up.
I'm not going to the gym in a maid outfit. End of discussion.
Aw.
You don't have to go in as makeup. You just go to the locker room and change into one.
I hate you so much. Let's get into tonight's episode. First, thank you all very much. Kelby, thank you. Megan, thank you. That's incredibly gracious of you to do that for this community, and we really appreciate it. I'm sure Kelby will have fun picking out my maid outfit Saturday, and we will make sure to upload those to our social accounts. So make sure you follow them. I will make sure they get posted.
Better
But
be.
until
can
Saturday,
You
when
can
we
sound
go,
the defeat. You can hear the defeat in his voice. It's just like,
until Saturday, when we go get the outfits, let's get into
Mhm.
tonight's session.
Oh, yeah.
Last we left off, 3 of our 4 cloud ocean faring adventurers had found themselves moving throughout the realms of the dreamscape, searching and looking for their friend Eva, as when they awoke from one of their dreams, she did not arise. Through intelligent and creative uses of various medicine checks, arcane spells, they determined that something within her was still tethered to the dreamscape. Delving in and trying their best to find her, they did track down what they believed to be her conscious, trapped within some sort of a glass sarcophagus within a protected spherical room deep within somebody's elaborate, well-built mindscape. Their dream palace, as one would say. They were unable to free her and were shunted from it back into the waking realm. Another attempt led to failure once again and almost death for the party. As they recovered
Yeah,
from this.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were almost
Sorry, I
dead.
was taking a sip of water so I could make sure my voice didn't give out.
Almost. What do you mean?
Yes, it was very close. Had it not been for some very lucky rolls and some strategic placement of spells, we would be introducing a whole new party tonight, and you would be very lost.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where the fuck did all you guys come from?
As we come into this episode, I believe we left the last one directly after that combat. You were still in that room, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
yes, we were.
So as we come into the episode, there is no sign of Eva anywhere in this room anymore. Figuring you had been shunted to some kind of a copycat of that room or some kind of a side dimension within the dreamscape, you all are conscious
Mm-hmm.
and you are all beaten, bloodied, broken. It was a drag-out fight for your lives. And that's the interesting part. Each of you kind of notice as you each have this moment. Like, as I've said before in the past, I will ask for a roll when I feel there is a probability or a chance. But in cases where things are just innate or should just be given, I give you this. Each of your characters that you play definitely feel like their life was threatened. Even though they can understand they're in a dream realm, there's just that fear of death was still there. It wasn't like, oh, if I get knocked out, I'm going to wake up. No, it was like, I'm going to die here.
Doc can speak firsthand on that.
This has at least been the 15th time that Drac has actually met the Reaper, spoke to the Reaper, had coffee with him, and decided, I'm gonna go back.
Like the barbarians, like, hey, what's up, Death? Oh, hey, how you doing? You coming this time? You going? Nope, just bit break. Oh, okay.
It's like it's like I haven't seen you in a while, I decided to come over, just make
Just
make
check it
sure the
out.
fact like you're okay, like check on the kids, like how's the little one? He's okay, you doing good? How's college with him? Perfect. All right, I'll see you 2 years from now, okay?
Probably not the only one.
So what
Probably
are
not.
all of you doing?
Doc is lying on his back, just breathing and not saying anything.
Okay.
He does get a talon poke in his cheek. Just like, are you still with us? Poke. Maybe I electrocuted him so much his brain is fried. Shit.
Well, that certainly was interesting. What's the plan now?
Scratches, new scar. No idea. Thought that we would have. Maybe we wake up for good this time. Maybe like us dealing with this nonsense will occur. I hope.
We can always try.
We just had to will ourselves awake, right? That's it.
I think so.
Kind of like
Wanna
looks
try
over.
then?
He kind of like looks over to the doc. Are you okay there? Or is it your first meeting? That's the first time toeing the line meeting the Reaper.
Doc does not respond.
You think I should just smack him across the face? Maybe he'll respond then.
I mean, to your funeral.
I've already had like 8 of those. I legit had them, and then they realized I was still alive.
Mm.
One of them, they actually almost buried me.
That's got to be an interesting story, but how about we get our friends back first?
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. At this point, he's just going to get up and just drag the doc to his feet.
Doc doesn't resist.
Are
And he just like
are you,
throws
are you,
him
like,
right
dead
over
weight?
his shoulder.
Not dead weight. It's just he's
Stunned, like in shock?
zoned out.
Zoned out. Okay.
Throws him right over his shoulder.
You know, you can't carry him back to awakeness.
No, but at least until we can figure out how we're going to get out. Hopefully by then he actually realizes that he's being carried, asks me to put him down, and then he gets himself out of here on his own. What's the one less thing to worry about? I'm not going to leave him here because God knows what's going to happen if we do.
Hmm. True enough.
Now, he did will a door. Do you think that would work for us to get to wherever Eva is?
I'm sure that's one way to do it. Do we see there's a door here, yeah?
No.
Dang, okay.
You are in the same spherical like chamber. It's about 60 feet
Mhm.
across.
Mhm.
Parts of it have been broken and torn away, and what you see beyond that is just this consistent purple haze and distant constellations and stars.
Right. So it would probably go better if we had the doctor somewhat lucid.
Do you want to try? Technically, he's on me, so for anything he tries would probably hit me first. So I'm pretty sure I kind of feel the Reaper looking over my shoulder, and well, the opposite one. So let's not let him do anything totally dangerous that may just knock me flat on my ass.
Roll a d20.
Yep. Okay. I believe it's 19, but
Okay. Should you choose to, you can shake yourself out of it.
I think after a moment, Doc would.
Okay.
Well, Doc coming to, just realizing Drax is carrying him, is just gonna look around. You know,
You're
find,
upside down.
yeah, take in the surroundings. First things first, I am casting false life on myself.
Okay.
Please be good. Hey, 6 temp.
Nice. You feel the surge of. Technically, it's a necromancy spell, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So while it does stem from that school, you understand that it does invoke a sense of life
Mm-hmm.
within your body. Almost like accelerating your body's natural regeneration abilities for a brief moment. How long do you get to keep those? Are they until you rest, or?
I believe it is until I rest, but let me double check this. It's 1 hour. Once Doc does this, you can put me down now.
Oh,
Welcome back.
he just
Sorry.
put him down gently.
Mhm. Sorry. We should probably go.
Right.
Doc would probably notice like the really neat scar along Drax's neck.
I probably
If
would
he
'cause
looks
passive
over.
everything.
Probably with his freaking passive, he's just like, huh, scar. Move on.
hmm
Oh,
uh,
well, if nothing else, we could probably use the rest to figure out how to get Eva back.
I think taking the day shift to do so would be a good idea.
Right. Well, concentrate on a door then.
Uh,
Together?
yeah.
Together.
Okay. Are you concentrating on a door to will yourselves awake or to go somewhere else?
Awake. I believe.
Awake, yeah.
Okay.
I think we're all at the cusp. We're just like, a very stiff wind will knock us the hell out on our ass. So we
Very true.
awake.
Technically, the Doc's the healthiest looking at this point. With that false
Yeah.
noise.
Technically.
Yeah.
But with that, each of you just have this inner feeling. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And it's like falling back asleep again. You just feel your consciousness blip. And each of you awake. Sometime early morning.
Doc would sit up from the chair he slept in.
Doc, when you come up, you notice Standards in the room.
Good morning, Standard.
Morning. It's
They were worried about our friend.
she all
She
right?
hasn't-
And he just kind of starts to hand you a little cup of coffee.
I'd gladly take it. Medically, yes, but she's not waking up.
That's interesting. Do you want some smelling salts or anything? Or
I tried that, but
oh,
yeah, they're
he
worried.
just
about
kind of
her
sits back in his stool and leans against the back workbench, just sips on his coffee. Interesting.
Yes, I'm not quite sure what's wrong with her, but hopefully she. But I can do all I can. I think the rest is in her power to wake up from here.
So she's comatose, just out of the blue.
Oh, something might have triggered it, but I'm unaware what would have.
Interesting. Well, sure, in your case, she'll be fine. If you need any help, let me know. Aside from that, pretty boring night.
Well, that's good to hear at the very least.
That's true.
Well, and Doc would probably go. If the other two aren't already awake, he's just going to start, shaking them awake gently. And knowing how to wake Drax, he puts his cup of coffee right in front of his snout.
Drac immediately just like,
That's right. Everybody was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so Standard it's that's other cups of coffee ready. He's just like, were they group experiments of some kind?
Like I said, that we were all worried about our friend, and we
It's
decided
touching.
Drac just wakes up to the smell of coffee and just goes, best thing to wake up to. And then his hand automatically goes to his neck. As he just kind of like feels to see if the scar, like the actual wound, is still there.
You
Then I could say,
trace your talon over your neck, and there's a small spot where you have no sensation.
Doc will just say, well, given where you slept, I don't imagine neck pain's an unusual sensation.
He kind of like goes to say something and then just stops and just nods slowly as if like he doesn't really want to voice what it was.
By the way, did the two of you get in a bar fight overnight? Kind of look like shit. Sips his coffee. You notice you have bruises, cuts, wounds.
Is that all of us?
Those of you who took damage.
Oh, yeah.
All of us, because we all got knocked the hell out.
Luckily for
Well,
the doc, no skin is showing. So.
Red
But Doc,
didn't
you are
lose all her HP.
sore.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I am feeling it.
Oh, so
Drac
there
is
anything
definitely.
different? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Drac is definitely feeling it.
If I remember correctly, Red was the only one that didn't actually get knocked out, right?
You traded at the end. I
Oh,
think.
that's right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
But you, not 20. I know you succeeded your death saves. Dragic not 20 his. And
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you almost kicked the bucket.
I think I did actually, but well, beside the point. We'll talk about it later.
No. You almost kicked the bucket. I brought you back.
Yes.
I said,
Alright.
nope, he's mine.
What
Yeah,
about
first-
Eva? How's Eva
Mhm.
looking?
Physically, she seems just fine.
He's just gonna poke her cheek.
Right.
He's
how's
gonna be
that
like,
look?
so you never know.
There is no response.
Listen, I'm not gonna smack her because I know if I do, she's gonna wake up and she's probably gonna flambe me. So I'll leave it up to one of you two. And then he just goes, maybe I definitely need a bit more. No, nope, I can't rest anymore. I gotta work. I'll manage. And he just like cracks his shoulder. He's just like, perfect.
Okay, so Red is going to take a closer look at Eva and see if anything has changed from when they last saw her.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Doc will probably be doing the same thing as well.
Okay, cool.
so.
I will help you then.
Fair
Cool.
enough.
Yep.
Advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18.
All right.
18. Medically, she seems fine.
Yep.
You have say your only concern would be how long it's been since she's had food or water.
Yeah.
Because she is unconscious.
I'll ask Red if she wouldn't mind going to the mess hall and getting her a meal. Preferably something that's easily swallowable, doesn't have to be chewed, but if it does, we can mash it up with mortar and pestle.
All right, I can do that.
And
Does
some
everybody
water
want
as well.
something? Does everybody want something?
I'll be fine with the coffee.
Okay.
I'll take something as well, but whatever they're serving is fine.
Okay. I'm assuming you've eaten already, standard, yes?
Oh, yes. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. And he
Yeah,
kind of
not
gets
a
up. He
problem.
grabs his little notebook. Well, I'll be around the ship.
I'll send for someone to find you if I need you.
For me. And he heads right out.
As does Red.
Okay.
Doc is going to, once the two are out, the door is shut. Doc's going to look at Drax. Thank you.
He's gonna kind of look at him, just be like, "You're very welcome." But I was not gonna lose another crew member for any reason.
And I'm also want to say I'm sorry.
For?
Well, that last fight was my fault.
No.
No, it was. I thought I could control my own nightmares, and I don't know, I couldn't.
It's not your fault. Regardless of why it happened.
Hmm.
The thought was to bring Ava back. Therefore, you cannot say that it's your fault. The intentions were proper. The thought was on the goal. What comes of that place is not something that we can actively know. And I think out of all of us, the one, actually two, that probably know it better than any of us here, is probably the one laying there in the bed and the one that is currently out getting food for her.
Yeah, I agree.
So therefore, our actions cannot be condoned based off of the lens that we're looking at.
Well, I'll think on it. But our main focus is still the same.
But I do actually have one question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you remember what the hell you wrote in your book?
Good question, do I?
Do you look in your book?
Yeah, but I wrote this stuff in the dream.
Do you look in your book?
I will look into my book.
Okay. What did you write in your book?
This is from the identify spell when I looked at the statues.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. It's automatically going to roll a d4, so let's keep that in mind. That is a natural tool. No, that's 18 plus 7. So
29.
it's not a 29. It's
okay.
rolling a d4 because I can't turn off the d4.
Oh.
I get a d4 bonus for using any kind of like tools for an Arcana check, and it's automatically on my thing. Can't change it.
Okay. So what was the D4?
D4 was a 4, so 25.
25. That's still an amazing roll. With 25, you look in your book for those notes, and initially you just see a couple of blank pages that are where you know physically your ink ends. But as you look for a moment and you concentrate, you can see a bit of like a translucent ink sheen. You can see imprint. And as you look for a moment, you realize you can read the notes you wrote while you were dreaming.
Doc will
Which at this point, you're on, even with a roll like that, you're uncertain if it's some kind of a leftover imprint of your memory from the dream realm, or is the dream realm able to impose its properties on the material plane.
Fair enough.
It don't matter. Just rewrite them.
Yeah, Doc with me is like tracing over it.
Tracing over it? Okay. There you go.
And as I'm tracing it, well, it looks like something's left here, and it looks to be what I wrote down, or I remember writing down at least, and he'll just continue tracing back over all the notes so he has them physically in his book again.
The dream still has some impact on reality. Well, in the waking world.
I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who felt like shit this morning.
I definitely do. And he's like absent-mindedly just like rubbing at his neck where he doesn't feel anything. It's just like making sure that it's sealed, that there's no open wound or anything. He's just like, well,
That lightning scar was interesting. I don't see on your neck now.
and he goes, yes, I'm pretty sure that killed me. And if it wasn't for intervention of some kind, that's the only reason why I came back. Well, that and because of the fact I'm a stubborn jackass, but beside the point.
You're lucky Red's not there right now. She would be agreeing with you.
Somewhere he knows that Red is like nodding her head. Doesn't even hear the words. Yep. Mm-hmm. Completely. Yep.
By the way, Red is acting like absolutely nothing is wrong with her physically at all whatsoever. And she's using Mage Hand to make sure she can bring all the stuff back.
Okay.
Like right now, like with everything, Drac is just stretching out his body just to see like he's just like, yeah, nope, that hurts. That definitely hurts. Oh yeah, that's when I got punched really hard, and that's where I got clawed. Yep, explains so much. Uh-huh. Ah, gotta love those phantom pains from getting your life ripped out of you and practically shoved back inside of you. Yep. Uh-huh. And then I remember that he kind of like looks at Doc like, your chest still isn't tingly, right?
Is it?
Your heart feels like your heart feels fine. Making
Um,
sure.
Believe so. It's really sore.
Yeah, if you start to feel tingly, that's my fault.
Noted.
I kind of shocked you,
Tingly.
electrocuted you, more like it, back to the world of the living. You know, just letting you know.
Fred,
Yee.
do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Give me a perception check.
Got it. I'm gonna use a help die on that. That is a 17.
Okay. As you are walking back from the mess hall,
Mm.
you cross paths with the female individual from Riz.
Hmm.
And with a 17, you notice her stare kind of lingers on you a little bit longer than what's comfortable.
Oh man.
And she keeps
What's
walking.
she doing? Oh, she keeps walking?
Mhm.
Where's she walking?
She's heading to the mess hall as you're heading away from it.
Do it. You know Drac would. You know Drac would.
I know. God, is she really gonna? She's got 3 plates and
Yep.
3 drinks.
Yep.
Ugh. Can she notice anything else, like an expression or? Because you said she focused on her a little longer than usual or
Mhm.
normal, or yeah. So, any
We'll
kind
feel
of vibes
comfortable.
coming from her?
You notice she seemed to inhale sharply as you two passed each other.
Like with surprise
Mm, like,
or disdain?
neither. More like just you just heard an like an extra inhale.
Okay.
You're being
it's that-
sniffed, Red.
It's like that scene from that old movie where the kids turn into rats and you have the witches all inside the hotel. And they're just like, there's a child in here. I smell it. I can't remember the name of the movie now. But yeah, no, that's what it sounds like.
Please don't roll doll me.
Ah. Ugh. So no kind of vibe, just an extra inhale.
Mhm.
Okay. Ugh. Okay. All right. She's gonna keep walking because she does have 3 sets of breakfast stuff. So It would be really obvious to turn around and follow at this point.
Okay, you head back. What?
It's annoying now. Okay. So she will head back and call out when she gets to the door, unless the door's open, in which case she walks right through.
Door is definitely not open.
Cool. A little help here?
Eric's definitely going to open the door
All right.
and
I
then
feel
take a plate and cup from her to make things a little bit easier.
Okay.
appreciated. Right. So I saw the female. Oh, just making sure the door's closed before she starts talking. I saw the female ambassador person, whatever, and she looked at me strangely.
Strange, huh?
All I could really get off of it was her eyes lingered just a bit too long, and there was sort of like an extra inhale.
Maybe the sachet was a little too strong, and that's why.
We're going to blame it on my cake, really?
Why not?
Mm,
You're not even
Like,
denying it either.
She says
yeah.
that you are suddenly reminded, Red, you do have a scent.
Okay, fair. Hmm.
It's you are nose blind to it does not mean others are.
Very true. Oh no. Did either of you notice that maybe a certain smell of cinnamon carried over into the dream realm?
Typically, you're surrounded by that smell.
Ugh. Even in the dream realm. Okay. Well,
mhm.
that's hmm, that could be problematic.
I mean, they already know about me and Drax.
And now me, apparently.
I'm pretty sure they know about everybody on the ship at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I would
I
tend to
still
agree
want
with
to
that.
kick his kick asshole right over the actual edge of the ship.
I get the impression
Just saying.
he wants to do the same to you.
No. I'm pretty sure he wants to gut me.
I mean, killing
Well,
one
then
thing
again,
or another.
half the people I meet do want to do that. I'm surprised none of you did.
You're amusing.
I hadn't had a reason to yet.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I wonder if Eva actually feels the same way.
How about we figure out how to wake her up then?
Once again, I am not smacking her awake. I will leave that to one of you two.
Why is that always your first answer?
Simple. It is the most effective.
Not always.
Have you tried to wake a sailor on the ship?
Is Eva a sailor?
No, but the logic still stands.
No, logic does not stand with this one.
Fine, I'll go get a bucket of water and I'll just throw it on her face.
I'd tell you, I'd probably stop you and tell you, let's make sure she eats first.
Right.
Fine. And he just sits down and just drinks his coffee.
Um, so Doc will ask Red to help him with this. And he'll go over to Eva and set her up
Okay.
and tell Red to, start with the water first. And
Well, Red will sit behind Eva, kind of prop her up,
mhm.
and she's going to put her pack in Eva's lap.
Okay.
Doc will go through the process of giving her water and the food that Brett brought. If it's not, if it needs to be chewed, Doc will take a mortar and pestle from Standard's side of the office and grind it down into a paste
Okay.
thing, so it's easier for her to swallow.
It's interesting. As she gets sit up, and then as you bring the water cup close to her mouth, there seems to be a response in the body. Some of her muscles tighten, and Red, you notice that you're not holding so much weight anymore. She actually sits upright.
Hmm.
Her eyes open, still clouded over. Still, I would say the two of you are close enough to notice this. Actually, Red, you're behind her. You're holding her weight up, so you wouldn't notice this. So, Doctor,
Mm-hmm.
now she
Doc is definitely looking over.
What the two of you notice is that her eyes seem very reminiscent of a place all of you just were. A kind of smoky, purpley backdrop with various stars and constellations within them. And as you bring the water up, she drinks. As you bring food closer, the body eats.
I will begin. I will do a. We recognize where her eyes are, so maybe it's not. It's not the same room that we originally saw her in, is it?
It's the same backdrop that seemed to be kind of moving past once the room was breaking apart and you could see beyond that protected space. You just saw endless spans of this.
Are we inside her mind, you think? A dream within a dream within a dream?
I'd rather not get into that. I don't think any of us can handle it.
You'd be surprised.
The ultimate question, are you sure you're awake?
I mean,
Not
there's a couple ways to know.
Doc is gonna pinch himself just for the hell of it.
It hurts.
He's like, okay, I may still be awake. I may actually be awake. Okay.
But it hurt. Would
Do
hurt
you
if
not
you were in the dream
experience-
realm. Remember?
Right, do you not experience pain in the dream realm?
All of you most certainly did.
We are not going to talk about the fact that I got my ass handed to me.
Oh, we certainly are, just not now. Right. So,
Well, once Eva's been fed and all that, probably lay her back down.
Once you do that, the eyes close and her body goes limp once more.
Mhm.
I'm curious about something. Let's try and stand her up. See what happens.
right. Drac, this is mostly going to have to be you.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to get my ass beat again.
I'll help you, but I think you're
Wait,
by
hold on. Are you
far-
going to help me get my ass beat or help me wake her?
Why don't we wait and find out? You need to help stand her up because I think you're by far the strongest here, at least physically.
He kind of like squints his eyes at her a little bit, like compliment, backhanded compliment, probably backhanded. Okay. He gets up, goes, and actually helps Eva to her feet, being mindful.
Okay.
Mhm.
You notice the body remains limp.
It doesn't sit up for this one.
It's not.
Interesting.
Important to note, at the very least. All right.
She has like some kind of prized possessions with her, yeah? Probably somewhere.
Eva?
She would actually.
Um?
Had to
I
think
also
about
would
what
ima-
she actually does have.
Yeah. I would imagine I would have had them bring her stuff in here, so
Okay.
Right.
not just sitting out there.
I mean, I have something that I think is going to work, but I don't.
I mean, my question is, are you looking for something in particular?
Something that Eva either generally keeps on her person, something personal, something that might bring her back around if she felt it under her hand.
Ah, nope, don't have any of that.
Eva, I don't know if you can hear me right now, but your daughter needs you to come back too. It's not just you. You have people here who need you and who care about you. Again, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I hope you can.
There's no response.
Hmm.
See.
He's going to continue to hold her because
Yeah.
Mm.
there is nothing he can do without hurting her. And he just doesn't want to.
All right. Well, now her body's just not staying rigid or anything like that. Kind of because you can place her back into bed. Hmm.
How long has she been like this now?
This is day 2.
Mm-hmm.
We should see. I don't know how much my character would know and how much, but between that and how much I would know about keeping someone limber or,
Doc would know.
yeah.
What are you trying to discern?
Basically, like what you do with most comatose patients is when they're bedridden for so long, you want to make sure their muscles are still being active. So when they do come awake, they're not just
In
bedridden.
atrophy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not sure how much Red would know, but
If anyone didn't know, it would be the doc.
yeah.
It would be, but he wouldn't also know that takes some time to get that
Yeah.
all that set in.
It's also just not like right now we're not in a time frame where that's necessary to do yet.
Not yet.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. Anyone else?
The only thing I can think of is, I mean, throughout the day, we can try and reach out to her because I know none of us can afford to go to sleep and try to go in there by ourselves.
Drac is going to try to put in 2 points of laying hands on her.
Okay. She is technically at full HP. You do not feel your magic
But
take
it's more
hold
of-
of anything.
I think, Red, you were onto something with the emotional connections, maybe.
Right.
I hope she doesn't get mad for this, but I'm going to go through her stuff, see if she has anything that we can use.
Probably something that would remind her of her daughter, or maybe her husband. I mean, she's got to have something.
I will go through Eva's stuff.
Oh.
Make an investigation check.
First of all, how dare you? But second of all, well done.
Am I getting any help on this? Or no? Am I taking all the blame? This goes.
No, you're
Eva, you
getting
find
help.
only the doctor's fingerprints. Damn this thing.
It's really damned this thing because he wears gloves. All right, you give me help, Red.
Yeah, she is.
Eva, everything has been meticulously labeled and placed back in a different place.
Honestly, that's probably what he would do. I'm not even gonna lie. He probably would organize her stuff.
This little shit.
That's a 24.
24. All right, let me go crack open her character sheet.
You want the list? I can give you the list. Because it's clothes, daggers.
What are you looking for? What do you? Easier question. What are you
Yeah.
trying to discern? What are you trying to find? Give me, give me like top 3.
Anything? Well, player-wise, I have knowledge of something she might have that could help, but I can't say that. But character-wise, looking for anything that would seem emotionally important to her, very significant, or in general doesn't match the rest of the stuff in there.
Okay.
Something that's not just generic, this is in my pack stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Eva.
You would come across her disguise kit.
Okay.
You would come across a hard paper bound book. And she also has 10 corked bottles filled with colored liquid.
10 cork bottles filled with liquid. Do I
She's an alcoholic. I knew it.
Do I recognize the liquid? Like, is it a clear bottle that I can see?
I believe
liquid,
those
or...
would be paints, probably.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Okay.
paints.
Okay. So...
Oh. So she's a hobbyist. That's even worse.
Paint me like one of your French ladies.
Oh my god. Paint like one of your
That's
elf
where I was
girls.
going to go with that, and I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, disguise kit, book, and the paints.
Disguise kit probably isn't what we're looking for. Book is most. The book's like the biggest oddity in this to me.
Okay.
As well as the paint supplies, because that can just be like important to her emotionally.
Okay.
But I don't know Eva well enough to know if that's actually the case or not.
You know she's a kid.
I do know she's a kid, so maybe. I'll try the paint supplies for. I think I have the paint supplies and see if I can use that as a conduit for her to like trigger any response from her. Like I'll set a paintbrush in her hand. I assume Eva's right-handed. I'd set a paintbrush in her hand, and I wouldn't set an open container of the liquid next to her.
She's actually left-footed. So
I didn't know I had these skills. Let me write this down.
just making
I knew
jokes.
it. She's like, oh.
I'm sure the doctor would have noticed she's left or right-handed at the very least. So yeah, I'll just place it whatever dominant hand I presume it to be.
Okay.
I'd probably take a page from my journal, and like set it next on top of the brush and put the paint can next to her to see like if there's anything, if her body does anything on its own with that.
Okay. Eva, make me a wisdom saving.
Oh, I'm not good at those. Do. That's a 10.
10? Okay. There is no response.
Okay. With that, he would take probably you wait 5-10 minutes, see if anything happens. Probably try to move her hand so she does the motions of painting. See if that and then stop and see if it continues going or whatever. But if after 10 minutes nothing happening, he would put her supplies back, probably in a more orderly fashion than she had it.
How dare you touch my stuff?
Eva, the doctor's actually gone through your bag.
She wakes
He's
up
moved
immediately.
everything. He's
The demon
trying.
rises.
He's trying.
I'll try out the book.
Try the book. Okay.
Yeah,
Eva, roll a 10th level character real quick.
You haven't met Grace. She's sitting here in the background waiting.
Okay, what's in the book, Eva?
Does he look in the book, or does he just put her hand on the book?
The curiosity gets me, to be fair.
Do it.
And the Doc's like out of all the people in the party, who was likely to read the book is probably Doc, anyways. So
Is this a book you was given to you, Eva?
It is.
Okay. Doc, basically,
So
make a
you have
wisdom,
more information on this than I do.
make a wisdom saving throw.
sure. That's a normal. That is a 19.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
You open the book, and you hear a voice just off to your right. It's a familiar voice. It's the voice of your wife.
I immediately turn my head to the right.
She's sitting there. Her clothes, pristine, clean, fresh. But her body is the form in which you last saw it. Extremely pale white skin with countless tendrils of black veins all across her skin. And her head just tilts and seems to frown. All that curiosity. You couldn't even save us.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Somebody get the burn kit.
He has a healing kit.
Emotional damage.
Yes.
Oh, this is the second time that he's seen his wife, but the first time she said anything, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I think he dropped the book.
Okay, you should drop the book. Roll a d20.
Oh.
Am I adding the thing?
You are subtracting the thing.
Yeah, that's what you know what I meant. That's a 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
Yep.
Oh man.
Let's go.
That I
What's in this
somehow rolled
fucking book?
I somehow rolled 2 12s back to back.
You roll a 12?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so what happens is, hang on, I gotta take a drink of water.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, damn. He has to drink water? This is not good.
I'm pretty sure it's the chart I'm thinking. It's the one I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Let's go.
Oh no.
As the book hits the ground, the sound is so familiar of a dropping book that it instantly takes you back to that day. It's probably 3 or 4 days after you buried your wife and child. You're in your home. You're grieving. You see yourself. You're projected. Whatever form you're in, you're floating. You're hovering away. Almost like, for description purposes, it's like as if you're looking through a scry spell. You're looking over yourself. And you can just see the fallen book in front of your grieving self, a family journal. Surrounding you is flowers, handwritten parchments, candles. And then the screaming starts. And your vision is ripped from this place, the town square, where the dead have clawed their way out of their graves and begun to walk to earth. You see neighbors. You see other friends who you know died to whatever illness that took them are now walking upright. And they are tearing apart anything that's moving. For the remainder of the day, and actually I'll say for the next 24 hours, you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
to you, what is reliving this memory is hours, is nothing but a split second to Red and Drakex. As the doctor drops the book, falls to his knees, and both of his hands wrap around his head. And he just... Red, with your passive perception, you can see, and Drakex, as I'm sure, as you rush over, no noise is coming from the doctor. But you can see both of the glass goggles are fogged over from just the sheer intensity of the silent scream and the heat that emanated from the doctor's mouth.
Doctor?
Drac is gonna do a stupid.
Okay, what are you doing?
Supposed to.
Drac is gonna pick up the book
Okay.
while also holding, kind of like lifting the doc, putting him into a chair, kind of like looks at the book back and forth. What the hell did you see that actually caused this? Then he's going to open the book and try to read it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 19. And you know, screw it, I'll throw a D4 on there just because.
Because you saw you saw me make 19. This happened.
No, I just felt like it. That's a total of 23.
23.
23.
It's a book that recounts tales of kind of like bardic poems, stories. Some of these you've probably heard. It's just a recounting of various, even songs, stories, lore. Looks like an amalgamation of different handwritings and gathered journals and songs, stories. Some some of them as simple as found this fantastic bar, made a pretty coin. The crowd really took to this song I came up with here, and this is a song written in there. It's kind of boring, actually. To you. Maybe I won't say, you're not dense, but you're like, well, I don't get it.
He's going to start just for the hell of it. Because once again, I did say I was going to do a stupid. Actually read aloud some of the story.
Do you really think that's wise?
And he's going to stop and just go, probably not, but clearly it has some kind of effect. Maybe she's going to snap out of it, snatch it out of my hand, stop me. But do you have a better idea? Or else I'll continue to read.
I think stopping reading is the better idea. But do what you will.
He's going to consider for a moment and just goes, fine. Then he's going to snap the book hard closed,
Okay.
look down at her and just go, maybe we have to take her outside. No, if we take her out,
All right, other people would see, and that would not be ideal.
it would cause an issue.
Mhm.
I'm going to leave you with these two. I'm going to head topside. I'm going to try to I'm going to do our job in order for nobody to be none the wiser.
Right.
But if you need me, I'll be back in 2 hours. That should at least give enough of a presence for us for now.
Try to grab some food.
Oh, don't worry. I'll definitely rob somebody of something at some point. Maybe their dignity. Or their coin purse. I have no idea yet. We shall see.
Food.
Fine. Food it is. He does actually take a roll off of one of the plates and eats it as he heads up topside.
Okay.
Good. All right. Doctor, what did you see?
Do I hear her?
Let's say, again, to you, hours. To them, moments. So, yes.
Okay.
Going to take a wild stab and say it was something far different from what Drek saw.
You just get a slow nod.
Right. Something unsettling. And I am intelligent enough to probably figure out that something has to do with your past, specifically your family. So, I'm not opening that book.
You just get a mutter. I'm not sure it was the book, but
If not the book, then what?
good question. I don't know, trying to figure out if Doc would realize what it is.
Beckix, make a perception check for me.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. With the flat 20s, let's go.
You got this.
I see nothing with a 5.
Nope.
Jeez.
I'm in my own little world trying to
Yep.
figure out solutions for this crap.
I think Doc's smart enough to realize it wasn't the book that caused it, but I don't think he's smart enough to realize what caused it.
There's room for a chance. Do you want to make an intelligence check?
Sure. See how high I get.
Roll an intelligence check, please.
There you go. That's
22. There is something magical about the book.
Mm-hmm.
Something reached into your mind and invoked it, and you could not resist it. How it manifested, you're not sure if it has something to do with what you tried to do in the dream realm, or if that's what, maybe it's a trap on the book. You do know, as you have your own spell book, you've probably already made plans to trap it, keep it safe, things like that. You would imagine that, especially the 22, and you're a learned magic practitioner, you would know that something of importance is probably in that book. What that is, you have no idea. But it's definitely, you triggered a defense mechanism within the book,
Okay.
and then it reacted to you.
Well,
Apparently, the book said the Dragonborn is just too stupid for me to worry about.
Wow, much empty.
Canon.
Yep, that's canon now. Wow, much empty.
Mm-hmm.
Talk with this. I think.
I mean, let's be real, it fits with our stats.
Yeah.
It does. It definitely does.
Uh, yes.
May I come in?
Book hide.
Do I recognize this voice?
Trying to think if you would.
I don't. If it's a dignitary, I have not met them.
You don't recognize voice.
Have
Red
I
does.
met them?
Red does.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna put the book back somewhere in
Okay.
her pack.
Yes. 1 second, and Doc will go over and open the door.
Okay. In steps a very familiar female Riz dignitary. She closes the door behind her.
And Red is going to purposefully, but not ostentatiously, situate herself between the dignitary and Eva on the bed.
Okay. Doctor?
I don't believe you had the pleasure of meeting yet. I'm the doctor.
I've heard about you. My name is Joska.
Joska, pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well.
Can I help you?
No. And then she'll very abruptly look directly at Red. I believe I can help you.
Me specifically.
And she slightly moves her weight so she can look past Red into Eva.
Insight.
Roll an insight check.
Doc's also going to insight this.
Roll it. What are you trying to discern?
What her intentions are for Eva.
Okay.
How for me is how genuine is the words "I can help you"?
Okay.
That'd be a 21.
That'd be a 20.
She is definitely genuine in her words, Doctor.
Okay.
And what did you want, Red?
What are her intentions towards Eva? Are they good, bad, indifferent?
With a 21, they certainly seem not nefarious or evil or even harmful. It's a bit difficult to read, but even though you're standoffish and very not trusting of this individual, they haven't given you too much of a reason to not shank them on sight.
Aside from threatening to kill Drackix, yeah.
They didn't threaten them.
She didn't.
The dude did.
She's
Right.
the one who killed the
Exactly.
dude.
All right.
I take it that you know what's happening.
Not certainly. That's why I came here. May I? And she'll gesture towards Eva.
Sorry.
Red will step to the side and give just enough room.
Okay.
And watch very carefully.
She steps
Doc will go next to the bed.
check. What you notice, Doctor and Red, is she immediately goes to the eyes. Lifts the eyelids up and looks there.
Mm-hmm.
Then checks pulse, checks breathing. I have seen this before.
All right, what is it?
How familiar are you with the realm of dreams?
Well, considering we saw you and your companion there, I imagine we're relatively quite well known about it.
Yes, I have
We
been
know-
wondering on that for some days now.
As we have as well. But
Can you walk it freely?
as now, yes. Before we
To
needed
us-
her help.
Hmm.
Can you traverse it?
With some difficulties, yes.
Interesting. You say she was the originator of this.
Yes.
What is she? And she continues to check over Eva.
A
Eventually,
victim.
finding ears and fangs.
hmm And Doc says, a victim.
I see. Some things make sense.
The one who made her a victim has her.
I'm certain
Fairly
of this.
certain.
Well then,
Fairly.
We've been to his dream castle. I think it's the words we're looking for.
it can get interesting in there. Think of it as a space within your own consciousness. You can construct whatever you wish, as
Mhm.
long as you have the enough willpower and raw power to maintain it. It can be incredibly immaculate or very sloppy and difficult to even look at, to comprehend.
His is
What did it-
quite powerful then.
Interesting.
We know what's in the crate. And we understand why you
crate?
guard it.
What crate?
The one in the cargo.
There are many.
The one you and your friend put the alarm spell on.
I see.
It might interest you to know this man has many of the same things in his dream castle.
That is interesting.
And his effects on them and the castle's effects on them are quite harmful.
Well,
Not quite sure how much I can trust you, but I personally think you mean for the best in this scenario.
And I'm not certain.
well, let's put a stop to that conversation now, and may I suggest you do not speak of it to anyone. Ever.
We do not plan to.
Good.
I hadn't planned to even before now. And she'll give a
Good.
look at the doctor.
I was waiting for that.
She's like not happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Such things could lead to a very short lifespan, should
I
they be
figured.
openly spoken. So we will not converse on that. Instead, we will focus on your friend.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, it somewhat does involve our friend here, and the methods of which he's trapped her, at least.
You see,
And with
she
that,
is
Doc
unable
will
to
bring out his-
return to her body.
Correct. And with that, Doc will bring out his journal and flip to the pages of the notes he written down from the dream.
What language are they written in?
My native tongue of Nosh. So
She takes it and let's roll a chance die here.
how impressed am I about to be?
Okay. You watch as, with no motions of her hands, just her eyes just flish for a moment. Just a quick sheen of arcane magic seems to glaze over them as she just begins to read. Interesting. It's a good thing you keep these in such a dead language.
Well, it was native to my home island, actually.
This language is your homeland.
It wasn't dead until a few months ago. I'm one of the last they speak it.
Really?
He
My
does not.
understanding, no one survived that island.
You know about it.
Yes, when such things happen on this scale that it did, such loss of life is felt throughout the weave.
I have many questions, but now is not the time.
No, now we need to focus on Eva.
Yes. Well then,
And in Elvish, she will say, not as dead as this language.
That one might be more alive than you think, actually.
she'll kind of look over and smirk a bit, and she'll say back in Elvish, well, of course, those of the Risen Ash would know this language.
You know more than you let on.
I like to read.
As do I.
And then she'll switch back to common. Well, grab your brutish, large friend, and I'll see you all in about 8 or 9 hours.
Very well.
Looks like you could use the rest.
Drax somewhere has an eye twitch and feels like he needs to
Drax
punch somebody in the
sneezes,
face.
just, the hell? And with that, she hands the book back to you, Doctor, and leaves.
Mm-hmm. So many questions.
Well, that certainly was taking a chance, Doctor.
From what you and Drax has mentioned about them, she seemed to be the more level-headed of the two. Maybe not as much as the risk as we were thinking. I don't think they're bad people. I think they're very defensive.
I don't know.
Well, in her case, hopefully she does know how to help us with Eva.
And she has yet to prove that.
No, but we are out of options. I don't think I can attempt what I tried last time and succeed. Not yet, at least.
Well, I wasn't suggesting not taking her help, but we must be entirely more careful.
Of course. And Doc will change the topic to celestial.
Mm.
'Cause I'm pretty sure you speak celestial, right?
Oh, absolutely.
making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have a method of, if we need to, I can try it again. I'd rather not, but if we need to, I can try it again.
It seems we've already tried many things. We just need to watch carefully. Pick up what we can, and especially if it works, we may need it again. And I'd rather not go to outside help.
I don't think we can afford to. This is the problem is she is at the very least more capable in this scenario than we are.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, the next time, if this
Yes.
should happen again,
Yes.
maybe we should know how to fix it.
Well, hopefully this will be the experience that teaches that.
Right.
Okay. Unless you guys have anything else, we can move into the night.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Docs is going to.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Docs is going to be comatose, zoned out comatose in the room, thinking on the hallucination he just had.
Okay. So, Tracklix, you come back after a long day of holding up your job and probably bribing somebody to take a red shift.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably down like about 10 gold.
We'll see
Because
how
of
much
that.
it is. Make a persuasion check.
God damn it! I should have kept my mouth shut.
You might save somebody. Who knows? Actually, I'll give you a choice: persuasion or intimidation.
No. I'll take the persuasion because that's a 24, and I already rolled it before you even offered.
Okay, 24 total.
24 total.
You're now 5 gold.
Okay.
But you do return much later that night.
Mm-hmm. He just goes straight back over to them. He just goes, that's was tiring, probably because I'm still feeling the after effects of getting my ass handed to me 5 different ways the
Only
next week.
5?
Minimum was 5.
Right.
I think enough of them were combined together. I can't really count it as much. And we're just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it alone.
Leaving it
Any
alone is
news
terrifying.
on Sleeping Beauty?
Don't get me started. We may have a solution, but I don't like it.
It's our only option.
Well, we found a witch doctor and he told us what to do.
The witch doctor
Of
is the
sorts.
female ambassador that ended up coming here.
Well,
And the doctor offered up quite a bit of information.
I'm not even going to get involved in that.
Mhm.
But better that devil compared to the other one.
True enough. If it was the man, I might have just done something
He would
probably
not-
regrettable.
He might not. He wouldn't even offer it in the first place.
Mm,
To be fair.
okay.
No, he probably would have stabbed first. That is true.
Lord.
One moment, and then Doc will go over and open the door.
And there is the seemingly human female dignitary from Riz.
I invite her in.
She walks in.
I should
Red
totally-
is
Drac nods.
I imagine I wanted to lock this, and he just goes ahead and locks it.
Yes, that would be best. Thank you.
Red's doing everything she can to figure out if this chick is an elf, because she really thinks she is.
Okay.
Or at least half elf, or some kind of elf.
Okay. Now, in order for us to make sure we remain tethered, I've brought something that helps when we teach people how to properly walk within the realm of dreams. And she pulls out this small little vial filled with a powder. Do you have a water or something?
I imagine we do, and Doc would provide water.
And she'll pour it into 4 different cups. She'll sprinkle a little bit inside of there, mix it up, and each of you a cup.
Yep.
She just downs hers immediately, like secondhand nature's.
Trusting her, Doc unbuckles the beak and does the same.
Drac looks to
She kind of watches the
Red
doctor
on the-
do this. She's just like, you know, actually, it was kind of had a bet on how you would eat.
Did you win it?
No.
At this
she
point,
actually sees, like, for the first time, like a bit of like actual human emotion. Just like, no.
Drac just looks to Red like,
Mm.
should we worry about the doc and all this? Like, doesn't verbalize it, but that's just the look that he gives her.
Red nods with a little grimace.
Drac just looks back and just goes, well, down the hatch. And he's gonna chuck it back.
Okay. Red?
Red is watching for just a moment.
Okay.
It's all right. Drac gets poisoned. It'll be fine.
If she sees nothing crazy happening with the others after waiting a
Nothing
moment or two,
appears to be happening.
she'll go. And what is this?
It's just a bit of dream dust. That's what we call it anyways. It will help us be tethered together because it came from the same source. So when we fall asleep, we can meet in a bit of like a foyer area. Almost be the best way to put it.
The waiting zone.
Exactly, that
Right.
was a good way to
So-
put it.
So if I was to want to make this in the future, what would I use? Could be
Things
useful for
you
us.
can't get, unfortunately.
That is rather unfortunate. If this ends up working out, perhaps you could leave us some.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey.
Always a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
No.
Right. Oh, I'm totally putting help die on that, even though it's not going to help. No, that was only a 1. Cool. An 8. Yes.
Eights.
She looks incredibly suspicious. Therefore,
She
May Drac make a inquiry on the substance?
what do you say?
This is only something you can find in Riz, isn't it?
You're smarter than you look. And she walks over to a chair, puts it in the corner, and sits down.
It's one of the few places that you can't actually get things if you don't have somebody inside.
I suggest all of you take a
What?
seat soon.
Doc will prop himself back up in the same chair he sat next to Eva.
Okay.
Red's sitting down on the other bed.
Okay.
Drac is. There wasn't an extra chair anywhere, so he's probably just.
There would be one
Leaning
more
on the-
chair.
Okay,
There
yeah,
would
then
be
he's
one
gonna
more
take a
chair.
seat.
There are 4 chairs. There are 2 chairs and 2 stools. If I remember right.
There's 2 chairs, 2 stools.
Yeah, he's
so
good.
Doc's in a chair. She's in a chair. You have a stool, no back. You'll have to like put it against the wall.
Yeah, that's what he does. He puts the stool right against the corner of the room. Keeping an eye on everybody all at once.
Okay.
Already trying to figure out ways to on somebody on the dock in order to help get dream powder.
Okay.
At Riz.
Not just a few minutes pass where all of you start to feel the lull of sleep.
Got it. We're high already.
And for a moment you're almost like, I don't think sleep's gonna actually take me. You're on the cusp for what seems forever. Like you're almost about to fall asleep, but you don't actually fall asleep.
And I hate this feeling. It sucks so much.
Oh,
as
yeah.
someone with insomnia. It sucks.
You lay there and you're like, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. Maybe if I just blink, and all of you eventually do blink, and you find yourselves standing in a very plain, nondescript, mostly wooden 20 by 20 room.
If you ever take Delta 8, that is exactly what happens. I'm just telling you. It's a great feeling until you push through it and you can't fall asleep.
Yep.
Red, Dracox, and Doctor, you are in this 20 by 20 wooden room, and it is, for being just plain wood, it is very just well-made craftsmanship. It's clean, it's crisp, but there are 2 doors, and there's also Joska is with you. Right. Well, this will definitely be a crash course, but not impossible. She'll walk to one of the doors and she'll open it, and you notice the sense of vertigo almost hits you once you realize where you are. As all of you look out through this door, you are gently drifting through that endless and I mean endless, I mean truly endless space. Your minds cannot comprehend how large this space is of faint purple haze light and these stars just throughout the place, along with various pieces of rock, some like building shards, other things just floating through.
First thing Doc is doing is casting mage armor on himself
Okay.
as a precaution.
Okay. And the three of you watches. Joska reaches to something that's been hanging from her waist since you've seen her. And she pulls this probably about a rapier's length handle off her belt. Has a cross guard. It's a handle. It's well made, but there is no blade.
Drac raises an eyebrow.
Hmm. That's interesting. What is it?
It's a tool that we use to help us navigate this place. And as she says that, she kind of gives it a quick, like a flourish, and a blade of pure white light just extends rapidly from it, making this rapier.
Well, we've been to the location she's being held at. Should we open a door?
I will assist you with your travel, but that means I must remain here as an anchor point. I could get you there easily. Well, easily. Just give me a moment.
Mhm.
I need all of you to focus very intently on the strongest core memories that you have of Eva. Excuse me, she wouldn't know her name.
No, she wouldn't.
Whatever strongest core memories you have of your teammate. What is her name?
Her name
Eva.
Thank you. Whatever memories you have of Eva, the strongest ones, hold on to them. Let me know when you're ready. And she'll stand at the threshold, extending the rapier into the space that is beyond. And she just begins to draw. And as she does, a trail of energy leaves behind it, almost like she's drawing on an invisible chalkboard. Various geometric, crisp, sharp characters, angles. What memory do each of you choose?
I picked mine out.
Go ahead.
The memory of Doc first meeting Eva's daughter, and Eva allowing him to meet her.
Okay. Red, Drakex?
When she pretty much saved her from Villis and Radrion.
Ooh, okay. Drakex.
The farmhouse. When she pulled the tractor.
All right. Each of you hold on to your memory. Let her know you're ready. And all the symbols and all the things she's made are encompassed in a singular large circle. And she pushes the rapier through the middle of it. And as she does, a hallway just forms. And it is made of the exact same wood that this room is. The hallway is only like 20, 30 feet long. And as it makes this distance, it drastically begins to shift. Or parts of it seem piecemeal and don't quite belong. You can see it turns into that stonework from where you know Eva is, before eventually it becomes nothing but that stonework. All right. Like I said, I can keep this, I can go with you. And wherever she is, I could help. But if I go, this link will collapse. If I stay here, I can keep it open.
Well, we've been able to get in and out so far. I'm okay with you coming along.
How necessary is it for the link?
Well, it's already established, so we won't have to take any effort to get out of wherever you're going. I can't imagine whoever built that place would let you escape easily, but this is already made.
Do you have any suggestions for getting her out? Once we're there, if you stay here for the link?
Get to her, free her from whatever holds her, and get through here.
That is what we've not succeeded at yet. We've been able to get ourselves out. We've not been able to free her.
Well,
Drac?
Well, I say we rush in, kick ass, take names, grab her, and get the hell out of Dodge. Unconscious or awake, don't matter. We grab and bolt.
okay.
All right. As I said, we've been successful getting ourselves out each time. So, but if you insist, we'll go on our own and try it again.
Hold this open and ready. As soon as you cross the threshold on that side, I can bring you back. All you need to do is get back through the threshold.
All right.
As we get going, Doc's going to take a second, and I'm going to place a hand on Drak's sword or whatever weapon of choice he has with him.
This time, as he learned his lesson last time, it is his long sword and shield.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll place my hand onto your longsword, and I'm casting a magic weapon.
Hmm.
So that's a +1 longsword.
Okay.
Let me ask this too. Have we had a long rest now? Or are we still at crappy HP?
So when it comes to being in the dream realm, you must get back to dusk. You have successfully gotten back to dusk.
Cool. Long
Your
rest
dream
is.
self will rest during the day. Those spells you use and damage you took does carry over. But instead of having to sleep it off, your bodies just need that time throughout the day.
Okay. So
So
cool.
effectively, we're at long rest, full everything back.
You're at long rest for everything back.
Okay.
Actually, I would say Dractic, since you did work throughout the day, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I swear to God, like I needed to make sure the fact that people actually know that we're still working and shit. Come on, be nice to me. That's a 19.
You're fine. You push through. You're hardy. You're stout.
All right, I guess we head on through.
But you head through. Okay. The three of you walk into an extremely familiar chamber with 7 statues holding 7 chains wrapped around a single glass sarcophagus. We're going to go to break. We'll see what they figure out.
You sly person, you.
What? I was
It's okay.
talking about.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
We're fine. See, they're fine. Okay, well,
We're not fine.
We'll
We're
just
not.
we'll go to the combat map just so they can see it.
Yay, I haven't seen this before.
There you go. I will pull them over so they can see it because I know what I'm doing. There you go.
He said that last time too.
This is what all of you see as you come into this room. You are entering from here.
Mm.
So feel free to drag your characters out, do all of that. But while that happens, we're going to go to break. We're going to take probably a quicker 10 minutes go with you guys.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. We're going to go get some snacks, which is what we always do because it's break time. That's right, snacks. Let me snacks
I
and drink.
don't know about the last
snacks-
one.
Snacks and drink water. I need to refill my water. I already drank all of it. I'm going to set a timer real quick before we go to break to make sure I come back on time. 10-minute timer. Go. All right, guys. We'll see you in 10. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I love this scene so much because I'm just off in a corner by myself, just alone. Leave the DM alone. He's sensitive. Don't tap on the glass. He's easy to. Oh, excuse me. Okay, then. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. Hope you got some snacks. I did. I'm going to brag for a minute. I made homemade protein bars.
Nice.
So I stuffed one of those down real quick. Left, right, select, start, go. Isn't there an A, B in there somewhere too, I thought?
It's up, down, up,
B-A-B.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Up, down,
left, right, A,
left,
B.
right.
there
B-A-B-A,
it is.
start.
Yeah, something like that.
Fun fact about our top donator of the night, Kelby. He has that tattooed on his arm, man. I think it's amazing.
He would.
But it's also like 4'11", so it's kind of cute. Oh, anyways, let's get right back into it. What the three of you see as you emerge from this, once again, the most elaborate and well-built in-between space you've dealt with. You emerge into this very familiar room with the 7 statues holding chains that are linked to the glass sarcophagus, coffin, container, whatever you want to call it, that currently holds the dream manifestation of Eva.
All right.
What do you do?
So, important question.
Go ahead.
Can Draga's gonna walk around this time, take a moment to think about this, look down at each of the statues.
Mm-hmm.
Can he see any similarities between a couple of them?
Make an investigation check.
Come on, flat 20. Be good to me. You're not good to me. That's a 5.
It's a 5.
That's a 5.
All of these statues seem exactly the same. They are cloaked humanoid figures with their hands actually holding the chain that extends extremely taut to the form of Eva.
You know, I have a really weird idea. If this works, cool. If it doesn't, I'm not surprised, but this is a technicality if it does.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to one of the statues.
Okay.
And I'm going to start ritual casting Gentle Repose.
Okay.
Since these things contain the souls of the elves, they're technically the corpses / bodies of the elves. Is there a way I can maybe put them in the stasis of a Gentle Repose?
What are the properties of the spell?
You touch a corpse or other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead. The spell also affects extend the time limit on raise the target from the dead. Since days spent under the influence of the spell don't count against the time limited of spells such as raise dead.
Okay. And what are its components?
Pinch of salt, 1 copper piece on each eye of the corpse. And have the remainder for the remainder of the duration.
I has rope in order to make sure the coins stay on the eyes.
My
All
idea
right.
is like see if doing this disconnects the souls from the body, or at least prevents the body in a chain. If that makes sense.
Need my highlighter. There you are. Okay. So, as you cast the spell, you
Takes me 11 minutes to do so.
okay. At the end of the 11 minutes, you have affixed the coins to it, and you. Actually, would you just use your You just use your focus, wouldn't you?
Yes.
So as you hold that syringe and you focus your magic, you feel your magic go through your body, through your focus, and as the spell is just about to release its effect, you feel a bit of this strange, almost like a tug or an acceptance, and the spell goes into the statue, and the chain and the hands open, and the chain goes slack.
Yes. Oh. I will do this 6 more times.
Okay. The second time you do this, there is no effect.
Okay.
Which one does he does this on?
Give me a moment, and I will have that chain disappeared off the map.
Okay. Do we see these symbols that are visualized on the map, or are the statues covering those symbols?
The statues are covering them. That's just where the statues are.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't see them yet.
But if you give me a quick second, I can find you a statue to slap on top of those for you.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jack is going to take another cursory look around, mainly because, considering the fact that Doc saw something which gave him enough of a reason to do that,
Mm-hmm.
he is going to kind of have his own like little curiosity moment, and probably on the back of we're gonna go 2 clockwise, so to this one here,
Okay.
and he's just gonna pump 2 points of lay on hands just to see what happens.
Now this is interesting. One moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
I think your brain's going the same wavelength mine is right now, David.
Listen, I'm just grasping at straws.
I mean, if this works, it might prove my theory.
There is no effect.
He's gonna look over to Red. Do you think you could try to possibly, maybe, kind of, sort of heal one of these? Maybe that's the clue that we needed.
You know, if I had any healing magic, sure.
And I just figured I'd ask the question.
Just I don't see the symbols. I don't know which ones would correlate with each other. So, is there a check I can make to see the symbols, like investigation?
You can make
Or
an
do you want me to?
investigation.
I was about to say, you just ask Drax to just try to manhandle these statues.
I can ask for assistance.
Yeah, Jack has already made one check, so you will make it by yourself.
Cool. All right.
There's a third party member. There's a third.
No, we're not going to play the game. Everybody makes a check.
No.
I know.
So, not bad. 13.
13.
Mhm.
You're looking at which ones do you look over? Do you look over one?
The one I just did because I'm still not entirely sure what I
Okay.
did worked.
You look over it and you're not really finding anything. You're looking around it, and then something catches your eye on the inside of the palms. And you look inside and you can see that both of the palms have a glyph glowing on the inside of them. And it is a widely accepted symbol for the school of necromancy.
I'm going to look for any other necromancy glyphs now. I'll check the one next to this one over here. My token's at.
You cannot see its hands as they are wrapped around the chain.
Okay. I'm gonna touch the statue and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
There is no effect.
Okay. One had the symbol of a necromancy. What is Red doing?
Oh. Watching?
What is Red
She's
doing?
like-
That's a great
She's
question,
watching
class.
and
Everyone look at Red. What are you doing?
She's watching and trying to see
No
what
pressure.
we're doing. Yeah, no, she has no necromancy. She has no healing.
Doc's gonna look at you. What schools of magic do you know?
Fire?
The most perfect answer you could have given.
I am in love with that. That is great.
Because
The darks-
think about it, really, she's a sorcerer. She
Yeah, I know.
fire?
It's perfect. Like,
That is true.
Yep. Doc's just because Doc is being Doc. He's just gonna sigh and like, if he could, he's gonna do the whole 2 fingers each side of the nostrils, but on the beak.
You know that's not really your nose, right?
The pinch, the nose pinch.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want me to try and set all of these statues on fire then?
Let's please not do that, because I'm pretty sure last time that may have actually caused a little bit of why we had to fight them too.
Exactly. So, what would you have me do then?
Okay. He kind of like looks to both of you. He goes like, which one of you tried to see what kind of thing was around here again? The look to see magic bullshittery.
That was me.
And what did you infer again? It was
predominantly necromancy and enchantment, if I remember correctly.
enchantments. Technically, let me see.
Red, what spells do you know?
Rack.
I know how to control fire, create fire, fling fire, make a light, I have an extra hand, which comes in handy sometimes. Absorb fire, more fire.
Interesting.
Armor. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Distract foes. I can unlock things, but that
Dis-
didn't work last time either.
Distract foes. Distract foes. What spell is that?
Silvery barbs.
Could you? Okay. Okay.
Quick
That's
question.
enchantment.
As Drac is looking at these statues,
Mm-hmm.
could he grasping at straws,
Uh-huh.
could he possibly think that since they do have souls within them, consider that they are creatures?
Really make our
I-
DM think tonight, aren't we?
I would say Drakix would definitely be a little more concerned that these are more like containers versus
That does
being
not answer the
actual
question, though.
living creatures. Because
technically,
they're not
they could be-
constructs.
They could technically be creatures frozen in time,
What are you
and
trying to do?
therefore containers. I'm going to try to cast Bless, but it says creatures. Therefore,
Which one do you
I'm
bless?
trying- I can? Okay.
Which one do you want to attempt to bless?
I could target 3 creatures with a single casting.
You could.
It will be the one in front of me,
Okay.
the one directly across from it by red, and then the one across from the one that Doc already did.
Okay. And you said this was one of them?
Yes.
As you cast your spell, you watch as the magic goes over these 3 statues, but the one closest to you is the one whose hands opens and the chain goes slack.
When Stock sees this happen, he's going to come over and check its hands.
You look inside of it, and now that you know where to look, there's no need for a roll.
Mhm.
You see the basic understanding universal symbol for enchantment.
Enchantment.
Necromancy, enchantment.
The spell.
Red, can you blow one up real quick?
You want me to set something on fire, blow it up? Yes.
Target
Trying to-
one. There's. He kind of like looks at Doc. He's like, "How many schools of magic are there?"
Doc would just start listing. There are evocation, conjuration. There is.
I asked
enchantment,
how many.
necromancy.
Quantity, sir, not type.
Does he sing it like Yakko? Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, transmutation.
He doesn't have the charisma for that, but I would love to say he does.
He would know there are
Teach it to Eva, she'll sing it later.
8 accepted schools of magic.
Yeah, so I would just say there are 8.
We have 7 statues and a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, thanks.
No.
The one next to me, I'm going to touch it, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Mage armor?
Abjuration.
Spend your spell slot. The hands open, and the chain goes slack. To your left or to your right?
Well, on my token.
On your token right now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done conjuration,
No, we've not
necromancy.
We've done.
Huh?
Is blessed conjuration? I don't think it is.
No. Bless is enchantment.
Okay. Enchantment, necromancy, and now abjuration.
All right, I'm completely out of it. Drax just sits down. It's like, I can't do anything else. I have no further spells that could work unless, I have evocation. But if I do that, that's going to ruin Red's fun, and I'm not going to do that. So he's going to
Red,
let.
shoot a fire bolt at this one here.
All right, gonna do that.
And if it doesn't work, shoot the one next to it.
Okay, just gonna do that too.
That makes sense.
We haven't tried evocation yet. Or no, wait, that was
No.
evocation. We haven't tried
No,
Abjuration.
no, we've done
Conjure. No, I'm sorry.
We have not done the evocation yet. So
Once the
Evocation, we're
attack
about to.
hits the statue, you watch as the magic is actually pulled apart as it's pulled into the statue. The hands open, the chain goes slack.
I'm going to walk up to the one next to Red. I'm going to cast Mending Transmutation.
Okay.
Take out my 2 lodestones, or I might use my focus, whichever you prefer. Do it.
Okay. What spells have you all used so far?
Actual spells?
Mhm.
I've used Mage Armor,
Mm-hmm.
Gentle Repose,
Mhm.
and as it for the dock so far.
Okay.
We used Bless from Drakix, and I said Fire Bolt from Red.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's evocation. Yeah.
That is my mistake on that. The one that Red struck,
Mm-hmm.
the magic was absorbed,
Didn't.
but nothing happened.
Cool.
Okay. And she was instructed she should just go clockwise until it does work. So
Have we tried conjuration yet?
no.
I have that.
The magic was absorbed.
Oh, so wait. If that's the case, if it was absorbed, and Drax saw that, he's going to wonder. It's like, huh? Isn't that technically a beginner spell? Kinda, sorta. Even though it does pack a hit,
it's
pain.
An easy spell that doesn't take hardly any energy to use. Yes.
He's
Or-
gonna walk up. He's gonna take a moment. He's gonna go, huh? I'm going to try something. And he is going to. Let me see. Nope. Hold on. 15-foot cube. Okay, Eva's coffin is now within 15 feet of him. I'm going to assume, correct?
It's 30 feet in the air.
Okay, that's perfect. Good to know. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So you know what? No. Hold on. He's gonna stand here to kind of grab both of them, just in case, you know. So he's gonna hit this one and this one with his Thunderwave.
So the one that is technically closest to you is the one that absorbs the magic.
And now he sits down completely and goes like, "Yeah, that I really, unless of course you want me to smack something hard, and possibly with wrath or thunder, or if you want me to burn it, I can definitely do that. But beyond that, I can't do anything else." But I think it has to do with the actual power of spell. So some of the easier spells won't work.
So you think it has to do with the power of spell and not the type of spell?
I think it has to do with both. Because your fire bolts got absorbed but didn't do much. And yet the power of the thunder wave, which is considered a harder spell to master, kind of, technically, sort of, that did get absorbed. And clearly, as he kind of like points at the two of them, like, that one doesn't have the chainmail, that one still does.
Okay. Well, if the sorry, if the type still matters, I have 2 divination spells. I could try. Um, I'll just ritual cast identify and touch the statue and see if I can imbue it with the spell.
Okay.
So that takes me 11 minutes. So if you guys want to try anything else while I do this, go ahead.
Mm. I don't have any other types of magic.
You don't have conjuration?
Cantrip?
Smack it a couple of times. Just smack it a couple of times
Yeah.
with a mage hand. Maybe.
Or
It's the
I
one thing
could-
I don't have, so kind
Well.
of need you to.
All right, she's gonna create a bonfire.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Just think it's like the mast of the ship from the dream. Just keep burning it. I'm pretty sure at one point it'll be strong enough.
I could always create. I could always create a bonfire and use mage hand at the same time.
Mhm.
Which one do you create a bonfire on?
Oh, jeez. Okay. The one she's in front of still is. Well, no, you're doing something on that one, right?
Oh,
This one.
the hands open, chain goes slack.
Cool.
So I'm finishing up the divination spell. What's the one thing we were missing? We have 2 options. Did my transmutation work or no?
What spell did you cast?
Mending.
It took, but it did not make the chain go slack.
Okay.
My theory holds.
Mhm.
Just keep mending as long as you can until
Well,
either you get old and your hands fall off or the actual chain comes
I have
off.
something better than mending. I'll just use prestidigitation.
Magic takes. Chain does not go slack.
I'll keep using it. I have a lot of. It's a cantrip. I can spam this one.
How long do you do this for?
We'll say 5 minutes.
After 5 minutes, there is no further progress.
It doesn't. The magic stops taking, or does
Oh, it
just
keeps
constantly
taking.
The only other option I have is mending for transmutation.
I've got this one.
Okay, then I would just go back to doing identify
Okay.
or
She
tech magic,
will
1 or 2.
cast knock on it.
Oh, okay. Left or right?
This one. Hold on. Let me move myself. This one.
Hands open and the chain goes slack.
Mm.
But 1 chain remains. And
Ritual casting identify on it.
okay. You focus on the spell. You release the energy, and it just goes out into the ether.
Okay, so it's not divination. Don't think I have the other one. I don't have any illusions. Does anyone have illusions?
Can I just smack it, see if it is an illusion?
I'm trying. Hold on. Let's see. I have transmutation, conjuration, evocation, conjuration, transmutation, abjuration, evocation, abjuration.
The only person I know in the party for sure has it is Eva. I mean, she can't really cast it from in there, can she?
Have we done enchantment yet? We have,
We
right?
have.
Yeah.
Yes, bless.
Okay. Mm,
Drac is just gonna walk over here, take his long sword in hand, and just go, Maybe it is an illusion?
That'd be hilarious, but
That would be
yes.
hilarious. Been casting magic on an illusion this whole time.
Just so you're aware, your sword is enchanted with a transmutation spell.
Yeah, yeah. He kind of decides between the two. He's just like, no, no, no. This kind of magic was used, and just whacked it with the shield.
Okay, make a strength check. And I'll say with
I'm
advantage
good.
because it's a statue. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere.
I'm good at those. Be nice to me. Please be nice to me. I'm just gonna add a D4 onto that just because, really, at this point. Because
Okay.
Mhm.
why the hell not? That's a 16.
Okay.
You have advantage on that.
I did with advantage.
All right. You
Noted.
hit the statue, and it does begin to crack. The chain goes there's a little bit of tension, not as tight, but it doesn't break completely.
He kind of like blinks a little bit. He kind of like looks to the other two. I was like, okay, in all honesty, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Doc's kind of shocked too, actually. Well, don't stop now.
Okay. And he's going to he's gonna do it again.
Do a roll again.
Why do you do this to me, Dice? Why? That's an 11.
Okay. You hit it a second time. Doesn't budge.
In the exact same spot.
Yep. Exact same
He's like,
spot. Doesn't budge. Red, Doctor.
Mhm.
The two of you notice that all the statues that are no longer holding a chain, the hoods that cover their faces, have ever so gently shifted to look a little more in the direction of Drakix.
Mm,
Well,
if you're
Drax,
going to do that, I would hurry because they're
I think him doing
Staring
this
at you?
is agitating them. Mm.
So I should not hit them again, but I should just try to rip the chain out of his hands. Is that what you want me to do instead?
I'm going to test something real quick before we definitively say yes or no.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw one more prestidigitation into the statue and see if it takes or not.
It does not take.
Okay, so yeah. Divination is not the option, right? So
I've already used transmutation on the other
Mhm.
one.
Well, the only two that we haven't used or haven't been successful yet has been divination and illusion, and I don't have illusion.
You don't have either of those.
No. Well, I'm gonna guess tech magic on myself. I'm gonna take the action, spend the spell slot to do it.
Okay.
Just so I can see what about this one is different than the other ones. What I'm trying to ascertain.
Okay. Nothing has changed about it.
Okay, so magically they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Eva's floating 30 feet up in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the glass crystal box thing.
Yes.
Doc's gonna look at Drax. Drax, how good of a climber are you?
he can fly.
I will.
He points at Red at that comment.
Remember last time he tried to fly in here?
True. How about we all get on each other's shoulders then?
Well, there's a nice chain that Drax can climb up.
True that.
Decent. I don't mind trying.
Maybe you can do it from that end instead of this end, removing the chain.
He's gonna grab the chain and just see what happens.
Okay. So you reach out. Which hand do you grab it with?
He's gonna put away his weapons
Okay.
and he's going to grab it with his right hand.
Okay. Is this your dominant hand, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So you reach out, you grab the chain. Nothing happens.
He's gonna. Oh, this is a really crazy idea.
Do it. Push the red button.
He's going to look to the statue
Okay.
and he's going to nod. And due to his draconic telepathy, the others are not going to hear anything. But to the statue, or I should better say, to the spirits within the statue, he goes, "You may not understand what me and my allies are trying to do, but you are holding, most likely against her will, a dear friend of ours. I would rather not have to end you to save her. So, out of respect, I will stop attacking, and I will believe that you will help me in rescuing her." And he's going to, and this is like as he nods to the statue, take the chain in both hands
Mhm.
and start to climb.
Make an athletics check.
$18.
You are able to make it up to the device, container, coffin, sarcophagus, whatever you want to call it. You're able to make it up there.
Okay. Can I see a seam or anything to pry it open?
Make an investigation check.
Dice gods, be good to me, please. That's a 6.
Nope. It's magic.
I think it's magically sealed. I need one of you here in order to pry it open.
You don't need me there. And she will go directly under it
Okay.
and cast knock because it's 30 feet in the air, right?
That's correct.
Okay. She casts knock on it.
Roll me a spell casting ability check, please.
Good lord. Fine.
Magic's just supposed to work, Brandon.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
Okay.
I have an odd idea if this doesn't work.
That would be an 18.
18.
I'm gonna put a help dice thing.
Doc, that's what you said the last time we were in this situation.
I know, but this time I'm not using something stupid.
No, that's just me this time. That's just me.
20 total.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach up with both hands, you focus the spell, and you know it's typically needs to be used on a locking device, something with tumblers and things like that, but you focus and you think about the magic that's sealing away your friend. It's preventing her from being free and back in the material plane, and you focus. And as you do, the world around you seems to darken.
Cool.
Feel like you are, for a moment, alone in this space. And you feel the pressure of magic just hit you like a fucking Mack truck.
Mhm.
And you wonder for a moment if your body can handle the stress that is required for this spell at this level of focus and concentration to just rip you to shreds. But you focus. And whatever forces that have sealed away the box, you concentrate. And Trackix, did you get on top of it, or are you just like dangling next to it?
No. He would have actually gone. He would have gotten on top of it in order to try to, if he would have found a seam, he would have tried to pry it open
Okay.
in order to help reach inside, take her, and just kind of tumble off of it to catch
As-
himself flying.
Okay. As you are standing over it, you see Red reaching up and focusing, and you watch as her eyes become completely engulfed and turn into two little orbs of flame. And you watch this little bit of blood trickles out of her nose, and you see cracks begin to form very, very small, very slow. You're like, oh my god, this is gonna happen. This is gonna work.
Regardless of
then
what,
the
the first thing
whole
that he's
thing
gonna say is,
Explodes.
Okay.
I need you to
Blew
make a
something up.
dexterity saving throw for me.
My bad.
"God damn it!"
Actually, I'm gonna need a few checks.
Pyromaniac.
I'm gonna need. I'll do it in order of appearance. Dex saving throw. That's a fail.
Wow.
So that's gonna be some dice. That'll be that. Piercing damage.
No.
Now I need Eva and Drakix to make me a wisdom saving. Actually, no, this will be intelligence. Intelligence saving throws.
Sorry, she likes blowing shit up, okay?
I'm
That'll
sorry,
be
did you
for
say intelligence?
Intelligence saving throw.
Fuck me.
I'm thinking I'm the only one who has
Later.
a
I think
good
you need to wake
modifier
up
for it.
first.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
We're gonna DM Bane, whatever that is you just rolled.
Unfortunately, it's not a D20.
Dang it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be a D20. I will say
You
this.
take 10 points of piercing damage, Drakix, as glass shards just pierce all into you.
I will say this, that regardless of what damage I take, his entire focus is he's going to be solely driven to get Eva graciously to the ground, and then the moment that he gets her to the ground, then he's gonna collapse, probably. Because I failed both.
Red will be trying to catch Eva.
And then both of you take 22 points of psychic damage as the magical binds that held this thing together in this dream space are rendered completely just torn asunder.
How many?
Both of who?
22?
Me and Eva. Once
Rosa.
again, as I said, regardless of the damage that he gets, he's going to catch and fly Eva down to the ground with his pure will before he collapses.
Sorry. 21,
Once again.
21 points of psychic damage.
Oh, yay, that's so much better.
Oh, poor
Uh,
squishy Eva.
Do I need to roll like a wisdom save to see if he actually has the will to get them down to the ground?
No, I'll say you're fine.
Okay, good. Because the moment that he gets down to the ground with her in his hands, he just goes, "She's okay," collapses down immediately, just drops like somebody cut his
You
strings.
0?
Yeah.
Doc's
Okay.
immediately going to drop a Cure Wounds into Drakix.
Interesting note about this particular spell of protection.
Mm.
Not fucking with you, it works.
Take 9 healing, Drak.
Oh, goody. The first thing he's going to say is, "Please."
Is Eva conscious?
Eva,
Good question.
as your consciousness is very abruptly pushed back into a sense of self, you have no idea what happened, how long it's been, what's going on, where you've been. You just know that you are in a lot of immense mental pain.
Oh, it's more than mental.
Yeah, Doc's immediately gonna like look over the two of them. Knowing he dropped a point of some healing into Drakex is enough for Drakex to get moving. Not knowing how injured Eva actually is, or how low she is in general. I think his first reaction is to cast Wither and Bloom on himself. He'll take the damage and heal Eva one of her hit die +5.
Okay.
That would be his immediate reaction to this. So I'll take the 8 necrotic. Eva, you roll a hit dice and add 5.
Where the fuck are my hit dice? There they are.
So add 5. So
Sweet.
nice 13 HP to you.
That's better. Still fucking hurts.
Yep.
Draki's just going to put like dump about 10 points of lay on hands into you.
You should use that on yourself, friend. Appreciate it.
He's like, I'll be okay. This is not like what happened last night. At least
What
I
happened
didn't
last night?
We'll tell
I
you
may
in a
have.
moment.
Oh, at this point, well, technically, since we are dreaming,
Red.
if Eva looks to his
Yeah.
neck, she would see the scar.
True. Red.
Mm.
As you come back in the consciousness, you feel a bit of blood coming from your nose. It's the strangest thing. Like, you feel like your joints ache. Like, you're not in pain, but it's like when you have like a cold or a flu, you're just achy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever it is that just pushed through your body could have definitely left a lot more lingering damage.
At this, Doc's going to help both Drakex and Eva to their feet. Struggling with Drakex specifically. But he's going to look around at everyone. All right, we need to get out here. We can talk once we're all out of this room.
He's gonna look at Ava and just go like, "Can you walk? Or do you want me to carry?" And like, do either one of you need me to carry you?
I think I'm okay.
We just go back that way, yeah?
Yep.
Go. She starts walking. And she's trying her best to hide any kind of achy, sore movements.
As all of you are beginning to move towards the threshold, you all begin to hear the sound of shifting stonework. Rapidly
Nope.
moving.
Nope.
You
If
look.
it's not in front of us, we don't care.
It's not in front of you. Does anybody look to see what it is?
Yep.
Drac is
look.
gonna immediately just take Ava and Red, and he's just like, nope. Immediately, underarms.
I need to know who looks.
And just
who
like-
looks? I need to know. Who looks to the
The Doc
sound?
will look. The Doc will look with his mask.
Okay. You look here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see this probably 10-foot tall, 5-foot wide section of stonework just rapidly shifting and moving, and then beginning to separate in the middle and open. You see, for the last few minutes of vision, a very familiar, tall, humanoid figure holding a wine glass and a smile.
Like What kind of small?
Impressed. Almost make an insight check.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
That's right.
I was hoping my passive 15 would give me everything I need, but 13.
Mm.
Throw a help die. Throw a help die.
Yeah, I'm throwing a help die on that. I have some extra. Why not?
What's the line?
That's a 16.
16? Proud. It's very, very disturbing.
Then I'm not going to do what I was going to do, and we're going to go.
Okay.
Does
Everyone-
Doc say?
I will mention it later.
Everyone
I
crosses
was
the
about to say.
threshold, and immediately the stonework behind you just gets cut off, and you are all forcefully catapulted out of this space, and you wake up in your bodies.
Okay.
Well, that's awkward. Hope Elf Lady can find her own way out.
Red
No, Elf
is-
Lady's probably the one who actually got us out.
Mhm.
The awkward part is the fact that Doc's leaning on your bed next to your head because that's the way you fell
All of you
asleep.
wake up. You don't know how much time has passed between being shunted out and waking up. I will say, those of you that knew immediately notice you're the only ones in this room.
Noted.
Red's gonna turn her head to the side before anyone can look at her and check and see if she's got any blood.
There is a bit of blood coming from your nose. It's dried now. It's not fresh.
Do I notice her doing this?
She's being sneaky about it.
Are you being sneaky about it?
Yeah.
Roll a
She
sleight of
doesn't want
hand.
anyone to see. Okay.
You gotta be 15.
I'm putting a help die on it. It's fine.
Unless you roll a 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. Cool.
Yes.
Say it and it shall
Appreciate
happen.
ya. Appreciate it.
I did
Take
that.
Boxing
I made that happen. Doc, you notice it, but just barely.
That's all I need.
I don't think anybody
do I
else
see
notices it.
Do I see the blood? Do I see the blood specifically? If I don't see the blood, I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, it's rough.
It's dried blood. She can't really get rid of it that fast.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's dried blood. She's trying to clean off herself.
Yeah.
Okay, if I probably recognize it is dry blood, so I'll talk to her about it in a moment. Right now, we got Eva back. I'm doing a medical checkup on her.
Okay. Well, for now, we're going to end the session
I was
there.
about to say. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've earned it. Make level 4 characters.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys did great. It was a
Regret this.
fantastic puzzle I put in front of you. You've had incredible roleplay dynamics. I'm very proud of how this story is progressing. Make level 4.
Awesome.
Ooh. Mm. Ooh.
Choices.
I
Oh,
do.
I
I
already know
agree.
what I'm getting. I already
At
know
my
what I'm getting.
tables, much like many others, when you roll your hit dice, if you roll a 1 or a 2, you can reroll it.
Wait,
Okay.
what are my hit dice? Oh yeah, mine are D6s. So hold on.
D6s. Good luck, bud.
Yeah, I know, right? Slash D6.
Have I not been rolling mine? I gotta change
Hey,
that.
I got a 4. It's pretty
Well,
good.
while they do that, everybody who's with us, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night, and you've earned it. We'll be signing off. I'm going to leave you with something that was promised. You'll get another one on Sunday. She'll get one tonight. Have a good night. Woo woo.
Somebody record that. Somebody
Good
clip
night,
it.
everybody.
Somebody clip it.
But
We're out of here.